Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Nikunjana Sadas from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then Pranam Al Guru Srila Prabhupada Guru Maharaj. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna. So today we are very fortunate. We have Her Grace Shyama Kishori Dasi Mataji from Tennessee. And Mataji is going to enlighten us from Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 7, Chapter 12, Verse 11 onwards. Hare Krishna Mataji, may I take over the call when you are ready?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, all the devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Varg. Thank you very much, everybody, for giving the opportunity to serve all the devotees. Please forgive my offenses that I will make, and please, please, please accept my humble obeisances. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 12, Text 11. Yes, Prabhu?
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. So we will start with Mangalacharan. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yudapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Divam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamascha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kaltarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet. Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavatye Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadharini. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 12. And we are reading verse 11. The verse is Etat sarvam grahasthasya samamanatma yatir api guru vratir vikalpena grastashratu gamina. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: all the rules and regulations apply equally to the householder and the sannyasis, the member of the renounced order of life. The grasta, however, is given permission by the spiritual master to indulge in sex duration the period favorable for procreation purpose. It is sometimes misunderstood that a grasta, a householder, is permitted to indulge in sex at any time. This is a wrong conception of grasta life. In spiritual life, whether one is a grasta, vanaprastha, sannyasi, or brahmachari, everyone is under the control of the spiritual master. For brahmacharis and sannyasis, there are strong restrictions on sexual indulgence. Similarly, there are strong restrictions for grastas. Grastas should indulge in sex life only in accordance with the order of the Guru. Therefore, it is mentioned here that one must follow the order of the spiritual master, Guru Vritir Vikalpena. When the spiritual master orders, the grasta may accept sex life. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7:11. Dharma vidyato bhateshu kamaha asmi. Indulge in sex life without disobedience to the religious rules and regulations constitutes a religious life. The grasta is allowed to indulge in sex life during the period favorable for procreation and in accordance with the spiritual master's order. If the spiritual master's order allow a grasta to engage in sex life at a particular time, then the grasta may do so. Otherwise, if the spiritual master orders against it, the grasta should abstain. The grasta must obtain permission from the spiritual master to observe the ritualistic ceremonies of Garbhadhan Sanskar. Then he may approach his wife to beget children, otherwise not. A Brahmana generally remains a brahmachari throughout his entire life. But although some brahmanas become grasta and indulge in sex life, they do so under the complete control of the spiritual master. The spiritual the Kshatriya is allowed to marry more than one wife, but this also must be in accordance with the instructions of the spiritual master. It is not that because one is a grasta, he may marry as many times as he likes and indulge in sex life as he likes. This is not spiritual life. In spiritual life, one must conduct one's whole life under the guidance of the Guru. Only one who executes his spiritual life under the direction of the spiritual master can achieve the mercy of Krishna. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasadaha. If one desires to advance in spiritual life, but he acts whimsically, not following the order of the spiritual master, he has no shelter. Yasya prasada na gati kuto api. Without the spiritual master's order, even the grasta should not indulge in sex life. Hare Krishna. So this is the nice sloka. So we are reading like this is again Narmani giving instructions on the how to live the life. Even somebody is like in the different order. So like in the spiritual classes, different classes like Brahmacharya, Grast, Vanprasth, and Sannyas. So these are the spiritual classes. In the different classes, so different classes had just different responsibility. So in the Brahmacharya, the person, so in the beginning, so Narad Muni's, this chapter is focused on Brahmacharis, how they can live their life. So he is describing like how the Brahmachari should live under the guidance of the spiritual master, and he should have sincere respect to carry out the order of the spiritual master. And then in this particular shloka, he is describing like what is the duty of a householder. So he said all the rules and regulations apply equally to the householder and sannyasis, the member of the renounced order of life. So even if somebody is a householder or a sannyasi, so they are, if both are doing their prescribed duty nicely, they also can get paramgati. So it's like even Srila Prabhupada said so many times, like we read many times, like Prabhupada said, even if somebody is in a grast ashram, but he is doing his all his duty nicely, like doing as whatever his duties are as for his wife and for children without any material desires. If he's doing all his duties, then he is more than a sannyasi because he is He is using everything for Krishna's service. So Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya Uchyate. This is the philosophy in our Krishna consciousness movement. So we have to use everything in Krishna's service. So in in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said like when we use our sense gratification desire to have kids, so that if we use that desire for satisfaction of the Lord, Krishna said that I am that, because we are using that desire for Krishna's satisfaction. Because sometimes devotee they said like if parents are good devotees, the devotees encouraged to have more kids, so that we all can have the chance to take more living entities to the spiritual world, because this is the devotee's desire. They know they want to do everything for the satisfaction of the Lord, and this is the responsibility of all the householder. Those are living in the family life. That's their responsibility. They can have hundreds of kids, but that's their responsibility to make them Krishna conscious, to give them the chance so that they all can become Krishna conscious and go back home, back to Godhead. And if they don't have that capability, they should think about that before getting children. So this is like here it described like the grasta, however, is given permission by the spiritual master to indulge in sex during the period of favorable for procreation. So at a certain time, parents can have, if they have some desire, they can use that desire for Krishna satisfaction, for some so if they have any kind of material desires, so that they can use it for Krishna's satisfaction. This is Srila Prabhupada is teaching us. It's not for like householder, it's for everybody. Like if we have any kind of desire, just we have to do tell our desire for satisfaction of the Lord. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada explained very nicely like how the grastas, they should not take this misunderstood this, like Krishna gave that opportunity for the material sense enjoyment in the householder life. This is not permitted. This is not for like indulge in like unlimited. It should be limited, just to have kids only. Otherwise, then we are more engrossed in the material desires. Because as like so many times we see the example, like when we do more and more sense gratification, our mind goes toward that. But if we take our mind toward Krishna, then our mind goes toward Krishna. So we can take our mind, instead of all these material things, we can take our mind toward Krishna. If we use the same thing for Krishna's satisfaction, then it becomes devotional service. And if we use the same thing for our satisfaction, it becomes lust. So this is the difference between love and lust. When we use things for Krishna's satisfaction, it becomes love. And when we use the same thing for our satisfaction, it becomes lust. So here, my Prabhupada is explaining this is the wrong conception of grust life, using things just as like we have permit so we can do anything. No, this is not a good. So then Srila Prabhupada said in spiritual life, whether one is a grasta, vanprastha, sannyas or brahmachari, everyone is under the control of the spiritual master. This is the, like this is very very important. Like it's not like you are a grasta or vanprastha sannyasi or any brahmachari. So everything has, everybody has a responsibility, and they are, if they do that responsibilities according to the direction of the spiritual master, then our life is smooth. Somebody is watching us like what we are doing. This is very very important. It's not like whatever I want, I can do. No, whatever Krishna want, whatever Guru want, that we have to do. Because if we follow the instruction of Guru and Krishna, then we never go on the wrong path. You are always on the right path. So that's why Srila Prabhupada said we should, in any order, any class we are, like brahmacharya, grasta, vanprastha or sannyas, we should be under the control of the spiritual master. And then Srila Prabhupada said, for brahmachari and sannyasis, there are strong restriction on sexual indulgence. So this is very important. Like the brahmacharis, that's their training period. Brahmacharya means like that's their training periods where they have to obey the order of the spiritual master. and they have to follow the rules and regulation very strictly so that they can get the perfect training. And even like sometimes we see so many time in our movement, sometime like those are the brahmacharis. Sometimes like they spend more time in brahmacharya, but we can feel the difference when they take grasta ashram also. Sometimes we can feel that they have something special. I personally feel sometime like we had one time Sankirtan devotee, they came when they were distributing books, they came to our house. And then after that, some devotee, they came after their marriage also. I feel the difference, like because they spend a lot of time in Krishna consciousness, even though they are in the Grasta ashram, but that attachment is not very deep because they spend a lot of time reading Srila Prabhupada's books and distributing books and so much time in brahmacharya. So it means they are strong in their brahmacharya. So after the brahmacharya, there is two way. One way they can accept the sannyas order, and the other way is they can accept the family life. So in whatever way they go, they are more strong than the other. So we can feel that even so many times this difference. So that's why for the brahmachari and sannyas there are, so they should be very very careful for those things. Like they should not, like in the earlier shlokas we were reading, like they shouldn't in the brahmachari ashram. It's very very important how they can live their life. And so in this chapter, Narad Muni is describing this nice systematically, like how the different, and the last chapter we will be reading, that will be totally about the what is the responsibility of the Grahastha ashram. And in this ashram, in this chapter, like we are reading, like how the responsibility of brahmachari ashram, and little bit came for the those are the grastas. So in this shloka particular, Srila Prabhupada is explaining like how the responsibility of the like householder, like they should not like indulge in too much in sense gratification. So that's why Srila Prabhupada then further said, similarly there are strong restrictions for the grastas. Like even the like again and again Prabhupada is quoting that, like it's not like if we are grastas we have full license, we can do anything. No, grasta means like they should be very very restricted, and grasta should indulge in sex life only in accordance with the order of the guru. That is also very very important. Like we should be consult our guru, like if we have any material desires, like guru is like Guru is like who is always ready to guide us. It's the disciple, how much he can follow the order of the spiritual master. So we can ask the Guru, and Guru knows the desire of the, without our telling also, Guru know everything. Even sometimes we ask, but he know everything without asking. Like I have so many times that experience when our spiritual master comes. Like one time we were sitting in the class, and my daughter, elder daughter, and my Prabhu, they both were sitting, and my daughter had some question in her mind, and our spiritual master asked my husband, like your daughter has some question, and she had question, she asked Guru Maharaj. So this is like Guru knows everything what's going on in the mind of the disciple. So without our asking also he know, but when we ask then he give the directions. So this is the responsibility of the disciple, to ask the any question if he has to the spiritual master for any kind. Like even the for the children also, it's very important to ask the question, because the whatever guidance they give, that is very very important for our life. And therefore it is mentioned here that one must follow the order of the spiritual master, guru vitir vikalpena. So spiritual masters, so following the order of the spiritual master is very very important. And when the spiritual master orders, the Grasta may accept sex life. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita also. Krishna is saying. So, so we have to follow the rules and regulations. Particularly, it's not like we are in the Grasta ashram, so we can do anything. The Grasta is allowed to indulge in sex life during the some certain time in accordance with the spiritual master's order. So if they have desire, if they have some material desire, and if they want to have children. For that they can do. It's not like they can do, because like if we see the we have the this body, human body, and this is so special that we have this body is different than animal body. So in the if we see the difference between human being and animals, they have four things. They are busy in four things. But if we are also doing the same thing, then we are also like animals: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. They are doing four things, and if we are also doing four things, there is no difference. But we have higher consciousness. We have this brain that we can use in Krishna service. We can use this brain. This is good or bad for me, because if some other animals, like different animals, they have very very strong things. Somebody has eyes strong, somebody has ears strong, some different animals has something special. But like for us as human being, we have this brain. If I ask any animals, like if I ask dog or cat or tiger to come and read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they won't understand that, because their consciousness is just for these four things: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But as we are human beings, our intelligence is higher. We can use that, like we all can read, we all can understand what we are reading. So this is because that is Krishna's special mercy. Krishna gave us to the human being, that we can use our intelligence in Krishna's service, not for that our sense gratification. If we are using our intelligence in sense gratification, then we are they have four legs, we have two legs. The difference is that only we are also like animals. So that's why like human being, we have that special Krishna's mercy, that we can understand these literatures, we can read these literature, we can ask the question to our superiors, because Krishna gave us this brain. With that we can use. So there here we can see, like even the sense gratification also, like we should think we are not animals, we are human beings. That's why it is described like the human being should, and we should be in the grasta ashram also, we should be very very careful for all those things. And if the spiritual master orders allow a grasta to engage in sex life at a particular time, then the grasta may do so. Otherwise, if the spiritual master orders against it, the grasta should abstain. So it depends on like how we take the instructions of the spiritual master. It's very important we should take the instructions of the spiritual master from our heart and soul. Like we all have nice example of Srila Prabhupada. Like Prabhupada, just one instructions he got from his spiritual master: go and preach. And we all can see the difference, like how this, like everywhere, when we search anything on the Google also, we can find our Hare Krishna, so many things like about Prabhupada only. We search anything for spiritual related things, first of all things comes from Srila Prabhupada. Like we can see, like Prabhupada, by following the order of the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, he made so many life successful. So we all can see, like from our example, like for my example, if I can see, like I'm nothing, but by reading Prabhupada books and reading Bhagavad Gita, he is giving us the intelligence. So by following the order of the Guru, like we all have that experience, like how we can be successful. So that's why first thing is that we should accept a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master that Srila Prabhupada explained many times in every pages of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So even Krishna also said, Tadvidi pranipatena pariparshnena sevya upadyakshanti te jnana jnaninas tattvadarshina, because they are tattvadarshi. They know the truth. And how we can understand that they know the truth? By inquiring. When we inquire, they should give us nice perfect answer, then we can understand this is the perfect person. And how we know? By seeing like how that the spiritual master is from the Guru Parampara, the spiritual master is speaking from the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, then that person we can accept as our spiritual master. It's not anybody can say like I'm so and so, I can Like so many times, if we go outside, people think like how you get this knowledge. If we ask Prabhu, like you gave such a nice class, like how you get this knowledge? Oh, it came from my heart, by my experience. I learned it. Who you are? First, you can show us from whose parampara you are from. So then only we can accept whatever you are saying. Otherwise, how in the material world, if somebody say I'm a doctor, so we how we can accept that person in the material world also, if he is a doctor or not. We have to accept him through from which university he had studied, he has degree, he is perfect degree or not. Then only we can accept. So in the spiritual life, how we can take the spiritual life so cheap, like anybody can say something and we can accept him our spiritual master. No, the spiritual master should be from the parampara. Srila Prabhupada said we have 4 paramparas, like Shri Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Lakshmi Sampradaya, and Shiv Sampradaya. We should accept spiritual master from any of them. And our Sampradaya is Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. It's from Brahma Sampradaya. It came from Lord Brahma. So that's why like the accepting the spiritual master is very very important. And that mantra we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, after the initiation we can feel the more powerful power is there. We can feel the more our spiritual life is balanced. So here we can see like Prabhupada is explaining like how the grasta must obtain permission from the spiritual master, and then he can do the Garbhan sanskar. So there are different sanskar, like when before getting the children, after the children, and when somebody is passed away, then they marries also. Like there are different sanskar. So this is also one of the sanskar, like before getting the children. So there is Garbhan sanskar, like many times Srila Prabhupada mentioned that then husband and wife they can have kids. This is very very important. And then that is also under the guidance of the spiritual master. That is very important. And then Srila Prabhupada explained very nicely that different these are the four classes, 4 varnas and 4 ashram. These are the ashram, and we have 4 varnas also. Like we have 4 varnas are like the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. So then Srila Prabhupada explained very nicely like how the Kshatriya is allowed to marry more than one wife. The Kshatriyas, like we all know, like Dashrath Maharaj had 4 wives. These they are the Kshatriyas, so that's important for them to have more than one wife. But Srila Prabhupada said then those are the Brahmanas. For them it's very very important to sometimes the Brahmanas, it's very important that they can accept the sannyas order, but sometimes they can accept the like grasta ashram also, and they can marry one time only, and then they can have children. So that is also nice. Like if Brahman, if he know the perfect way of the shastras, like so many time in India, like we know so many temples are there, even the Brahmanas, those are worshipping the deities, they sometimes smoke, and they sometimes keep the pets also. So this is like that's why they are not Brahman, they are Brahman Bandhu. Like in the Bhagavatam, we read the nice example of Ashwadhama. Like Ashwadhama, what heinous act he did, even though he was a son of Brahman, but he killed all the 5 sons of Pandavas. Pandavas like Draupadi's 5 sons. So then it says like they are not Brahman, they are Brahman Bandhu. So they are, because if somebody is not following the Shastras, it doesn't matter like Brahman accepts sannyas order or a grasta ashram, but that is very very important, like how they are acting. Like we have so many example in the Brahman, like in the Bhagavatam, so many Brahmanas, like they accept wife and they have nice devotee kids. That is very important. But if they are using that for sense gratification, then they are not Brahmanas. They are called Brahman Bandhu. They are not real Brahmanas. And one who execute the spiritual order under the direction of the spiritual master can achieve the mercy of Krishna. So there are 2 things. Like without the mercy of Krishna, one cannot. Without the mercy of Krishna, one cannot have a nice spiritual master. And without the mercy of spiritual master, how we can understand Krishna? It's not possible. because by the mercy of Krishna only we can understand, we can have a perfect spiritual master who is from the parampara, and with the mercy of the spiritual master, so Krishna, the spiritual master, is giving us jnana chakshu. With that we can see the soul Lord, and otherwise without the mercy of the spiritual master, how we can understand Krishna? No. That's why Prabhupada said, yasya prasada bhagavad prasado. By the mercy of the spiritual master, bhagavad prasado, we have the mercy of the spiritual master. And yasya prasadan na guti kutopi. And without the mercy of the spiritual master, it's very hard to understand Krishna. So that is very important. That's why Srila Prabhupada said, like in our ISKCON society, we read the Sansara Dhamma prayers first in the beginning of our day. So that is very important. Like how the material world is like the forest fire. There are so many problems, so many miseries, but the spiritual master is so kind that by his mercy, he pour that mercy like shower of rains that can destroy the forest fire. Like we have the example of LA, that forest, that fire. So similarly, like in the material world, this when there is forest fire, there is no way to destroy that forest fire. If there are so many fire brigades, so many things, we tried our best. No, it can only be destroyed by the mercy of the Lord. When the Lord poured the rain, then only it can be controlled. Otherwise, there is no way to control the forest fire. So similarly, by the mercy of Guru, we can progress in spiritual life. So whatever, if when somebody is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or Grasta, Vanprastha, Sannyas, or Vanprastha or Sannyas. So in any order, any varna or any ashram we have to follow the order of the spiritual master. And again, Prabhupada explained, like we in any varna or any ashram we have to keep Krishna in our center. So whatever we are doing, it's our sense gratification or any kind of things, whatever we are doing, just thinking about like I am doing for Krishna satisfaction. And in that also we think like we should consult our seniors, our guru. Sometimes if guru is not there, we can ask these questions to our senior devotees. So then only in their consultant only we can do something. And without any advice, then our life is not perfect. We are not on a right track. So that's why we need somebody superior who is watching us, who is looking at us, like how's our spiritual progress is, and then only we can use our life in Krishna's service. Otherwise, if we are not using any advice from the seniors, then it's not good for us. Like that's very, very important. That's why, like Prabhupada said, like we have to follow the order of the spiritual master, because spiritual master is like it's not like in so many times we think like people thinks in the material world, like I have to accept the spiritual master, like because everybody's accepting spiritual master, let me also, whosoever is there, let's accept him spiritual master. They think like that is the only way, like just accepting the spiritual master. No, accepting the spiritual master is easy, and after that following the instruction is more hard, because sometimes that instruction won't suit us, but we get the instruction, so we have to follow immediately the spiritual master's instruction. So here, like again and again, Prabhupada is explaining, like whatever we are doing, we have to follow the instruction of the spiritual master. Like Nagrasta, or like in the Brahmacharya, it's so important. Like if Guru sometimes forget to ask the disciple to eat, then it's fasting day for the disciple. So he don't need to he don't need to ask the spiritual master like can I eat. But if the spiritual master is forget something, then he can ignore that day and he can fast that day. So that is very important. Even the vanprastha and sannyas, like sannyas also, we know, like in our Krishna conscious movement, there are different stages in sannyas also. And in that also, like when the devotee takes sannyas, they are also in the order of their spiritual master, only they can accept sannyas order. And then when the spiritual master feels like that my disciple is perfect in accepting the more disciple, then only he can give the order to the disciple to accept sannyas order and accept more disciple. And this is like we can see here, like here also for the grastha ashram also, if somebody is in the grastha ashram, that is also important, like they should follow the order of the spiritual master. So today's purport Srila Prabhupada he quoted many times like the spiritual master is so important. So whosoever is aspiring for initiation, we also think about that, like they should accept spiritual master. And we all can feel after accepting the spiritual master, our life is so balanced, so easy. We feel the mercy is more and more important. Like we have more mercy from the spiritual master. And by the mercy of spiritual master, we can understand Krishna. And Krishna is very kind. That's as soon as we have desire in our heart, Krishna can smell the desire. Like when we pass to the any nice garden, from the passing away the garden, we can feel there is nice garden. So similarly, by the smell we can feel. So similarly, the Lord as super soul in our heart, He is situated. He can smell the desire of a living entity. By smelling the desire, He can understand what we want. He never interfere in anything. But whenever we go on a wrong path, He gives something in our heart that tells us we are wrong. But sometimes we don't listen. But that is very, very important. We should listen what the super soul is saying and whatever our spiritual master is telling us. Like they are two gurus. Krishna is Chaitya Guru in the heart, and spiritual master is the living Guru who is giving the instruction from outside. One is giving instruction from inside the heart, and one is giving the instruction from outside the heart. So we have to obey the instruction, both instruction. And like how we can understand the spiritual master is perfect because the instruction from the Krishna and instruction from the spiritual master, they should be in a line. It's not like Guru is asking something and Krishna is saying something in the different in the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. The spiritual master is a perfect person. He never give instruction from his own mind. He always give instruction from the Shastra. So that is very, very important. So thank you very much, everybody. If anybody like to add anything, please feel free. Or if anybody has any question, I will try my best. Otherwise, other devotee can also add something. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, bro.
Excellent information, how you explained. And I'm thankful to you taking your time this morning and then deliver such a wide information and telling us about Chit Guru and then One-Side Guru and telling us about, that's differences and parampara, and very good. And I mostly like when you relate this thing with your own experience, and I can sense whatever you said is very, very pure, very coming right from your own experience. So I don't know how to say thank you. Amazing. I'm so lucky to be part of this group, and then I'm very enjoying all this knowledge. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro. Whatever I'm speaking, it's from Prabhupada purport only, bro. So nothing is ours. Thank you so much, bro. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So I have one more question. One question, it's kind of little tricky that first Krishna gave desire to find Guru, and Guru tells how to go to Krishna. So it's kind of which one is first?
First, Krishna gave desire, bro, in the heart. like and it doesn't matter sometime like and without the like first like inside the heart we feel the desire in our heart, bro. When we meet devotees and we feel like it's important to have a spiritual master, Krishna is inside heart, he is giving. And then we surrender to Guru, and then Guru takes us because we don't have that much power to go Krishna directly. Even when in our ISKCON society, Prabhu, when we offer the food, we chant our Guru's Pranam Mantra first because we don't have that much power to go to Krishna directly. Like if we read the Acharyas, like they teach us like we are nothing, but our connection is like when we reach to Krishna, like we have to tell him whom we know there, and our good connection is with our spiritual master only. if we tell if I tell Krishna like I'm the disciple of so and so spiritual master, then only he can recognize me. Otherwise I'm nothing, Prabhu. I'm insignificant living entity. My power is nothing. When I say like I'm the disciple of so and so spiritual master, then he see like I'm the disciple of that spiritual master, and whose disciple is that, then the parampara goes. It's not like I can go directly to Krishna. No, bro. Thank you.
So I guess you have to have a desire first, then Krishna will direct you towards Guru, and then Guru will take you to higher level.
Yes, bro. Yeah. And the desire comes through the devotees association, bro. Without the mercy of devotees, we can have we cannot have desire, bro. Even when the devotee we are associate, that's very important, bro. We should associate with devotees. When we read books, the association can be two-way, by reading books and by associating person. Like those are following the teachings. So when we associate with both of them, then we start desiring. Yes. Thank you, bro.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dharma Pranam. That was very nice class this morning.
Thank you, bro.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for the wonderful class, Mataji. I have a question. So, we know Vaishnava is higher than Brahmana, but those who are following four regulative principles and chanting 16 rounds, can we call them as Vaishnavas? And then, how come we have Brahman initiation for Vaishnavas? And is there a Vaishnava Sudra possible? If there's a Vaishnava Brahman, can there be Varnas in Vaishnavas as well? Like,
So you said, Prabhu, like I I missed half of the part, Prabhu. You said in the beginning, like the Vaishnavas is higher than the Brahmana. Am I right, Prabhu?
yes, Mataji.
And after that, what you said?
Uh, so, uh, so Vaishnavas are those who are devotees of Krishna and they're following the
Yes.
principles.
Hmm.
So then we still have Brahman initiation within Vaishnavas to do deity worship, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So similarly, is there different denominations within Vaishnavas as well? Like, is there a Vaishnava, Vaishya, Sudra, etc.?
Yes, Prabhu. So you're asking like they also have this kind of ritual like for in our ISKCON, like in the Vaishnava, that those are the Vaishnavas. Like there is first initiation and second initiation, Brahman initiation. After that they can do the deity worship, they can cook for the Lord, for the deities especially. So your question is, I'm asking the question too, just like your question is like in like those are Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudras, they also have this kind of, you mean you are asking that, bro?
I'm asking if once you're a Vaishnava, you can be a Brahman Vaishnava, but is there anything like Vaishya Vaishnava, Sudra Vaishnava or Kshatriya Vaishnava?
So the first of all things, Prabhu, like in Kali Yuga, we are all Shudras. Kalo Shudro Sambhava. So in the Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar, there are Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. But in Kali Yuga, we are all Shudras. So that's why, like Srila Prabhupada, he made us Brahmanas, Prabhu. We are like, because he gave us the Gayatri initiation and the mercy of Guru, we become Brahmanas. But otherwise, we are all Shudras in Kali Yuga, because we are all like whatever activities, how we can be Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra by our action. Krishna said, Guna Karma Vibhagasha. In what kind of act we are doing, that decide in which mode we are, Prabhu. We are so if we are all busy in serving, like doing some service, like somebody is doing any kind of job or anything, so they are busy in serving others. So the four varnas, they are different responsibility. The Brahmanas are speaking the Shastras. Kshatriyas are for the protection. Vaishyas are for the cow protection and the agriculture. And Shudras are those are the serving the all the three ashrams. So in Kali Yuga, we are all serving because everybody is doing some job. So we are not in the any ashram. So that's why, like when we take initiation, first initiation gives us the permission to chant, and then the Gayatri initiation give us the permission to do deity worship and cook for the Lord. But in the Kali Yuga, we are all Shudras, bro. Is it clear on any? You have any doubt, bro?
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro. Hare Krishna. Any other devotee like to add, like Shyam Rasika Mataji Prabhu's questions? So please, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this nectar class. As always, you explained so nicely. I don't have any question today, but the class was very nice, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
You did one verse, right, Mataji? 11th.
Yes, one only. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.